Hi everyone, Alan from Newlands Nursery and welcome to today's 5-minute Friday, something you can do in the garden that doesn't take that long but makes all the difference. And in this one it's a bit different. I'm answering a few questions as well as showing you how to do something. So these are zonal geraniums. Now I know they're pelargoniums, but the common name is geranium. So we tend to call them geraniums. Most people call them geraniums, but strictly speaking, it's a pelargonium. So it doesn't matter to us what you call it, but most people commonly call them geraniums. So these are tender perennials, so they can't go outside yet. And there's so many people who are buying them online from us and various different nurseries across the country right now. So we're the beginning of March sort of time. So our ones come in this paper pot. It's completely biodegradable. Occasionally we get questions about, do you take this pot off? So if you've bought a plant that comes in this type of pot, just leave the paper bit on there. And this, what we're going to do here, potting them up, applies for ivy geraniums as well, the trailing type that you put in hanging baskets or in containers. There's only something slightly different that we do with those. So when you're potting them up, the temptation is to go to a pot that's too big. So I've got this one. This is roughly too big. This is a 3-litre pot, so it's about 20 centimetres across. That's just a bit too big. It's going to be harder to care for that plant from then on out. It's so tempting to do it because that might be the size you want it to end up in. But moving up in stages, you only need to do one stage, but moving up in stages often really helps. So this is a 1-litre pot, about 13 centimetres across, and I apologise, I'm not very good with feet and inches, but about 13 centimetres. And this is a 10.5 centimetre pot, which 10.5 centimetres across. Those two are absolutely perfect. You can see if you put the plant in there, it's not going to get too waterlogged, but gives it plenty of space to grow. So the only thing that differs very slightly with a trailing geranium, if you're going to put it in a hanging basket, maybe don't go for this size pot. It's just going to be a nightmare to fit into the basket. So go for something about this big, maybe a tiny bit smaller to grow on, and then it's going to be easier to put in your hanging basket. So potting up, super simple. I'm going to use this I'm going to go into the 10.5 centimetre one. This is the pot size we used to wholesale the plants in. Creates a fantastic little plant. So all I do is fill it up with a multi-purpose compost, tap it down just to check it's not going to sink too much. Top it up if it does. Then all you have to do is just make a hole in it, grab your plant and just pop it in. Just like that. Don't squish it down, just tuck it in and you're done. So when you pot it up, you want the level the compost is, the top there, to be level again. So you don't want to go below and you don't want it sticking out either. So just make it nice and flush and as simple as that. Water it. Like I said, beginning of March, we could still get frosts all the way into May. So keep it protected. Conservatory, greenhouse, light windowsill is absolutely perfect for it. But it's as simple as that. Do that this weekend, buy your geraniums and you're going to have flowers before you know it. In fact, some of these already budding up. See you soon.